All right, so what the hell is going on with the current housing market? So many reasons to stay put. The latest sign that the U.S. housing market's frozen over. Housing market purgatory for existing home sales and activity, the lowest level in 9 months. That's crazy. U.S. homes not selling and prices continue to rise. Even in YouTube as well, you key in current housing market lie. We're all being told. Here's why the housing market's permanently broken. Car market bubble just popped in. That's another topic as well. People are they're defaulting on their car payments, so people are definitely strapped for cash. So I'm assuming it's the same thing when it comes to housing. People probably over leverage themselves, but at the same time as well, we're also seeing prices increase, but no one's able to buy either. So it's really interesting to see. And a big thing that I'm asked is, how exactly does this tie into land flipping? And this reminds me very similar to when COVID happened. Is people were looking to get out of the big city and be so more so in rural America, have their own piece of land and do whatever the hell that they want with it. Now this is definitely different. Like, this is not a global pandemic by any means, but we're seeing people that are not able to afford home prices, and they're being bought out by large companies like BlackRock, for example, for the people who are looking to sell their homes. So where exactly can they go? And this, again, is very similar to the COVID trend, to where people were going 1 to 3 counties removed from a highly populated area, still being relatively close. And it's going to be way cheaper. If you could buy 5 acres for, let's say, $80,000, and you could put an RV or a modular home on there, that's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper versus a 3-bedroom home that's going to cost you 600 grand, right? For example, like, it's just totally different. So I think this is going to lead to a potential opportunity. And when it comes to land flipping as well, since more people are strapped for cash, people are defaulting on their car payments. If you take a look at just debt within the United States as a whole, it's wild. Like, it's an astronomical number. I mean, if we take a look at this on Market Watch, household debt hits all-time high of 18.2 trillion. So people are definitely strapped for cash. And this is the interesting thing as well too, because sales are declining. For residential housing makes sense because a lot of people locked in crazy low interest rates when COVID started. That's when I was a licensed loan officer as well too, and we were so busy. Like, I can't even explain how wild that was with all the refinances. But with the people strapped for cash, there is a potential possibility that they do own land, for example, and that's where we could provide value as a service. But look at this, 77.4% of families carrying some form of debt, in the median household owing over $80,000. Holy shit, that is crazy. I mean, just look at that. Look at that increase. Student loan, that makes tons of sense. Credit card, auto loan, mortgage, that's really interesting to see. So again, with that being said, I think this is where we can provide value, and I think this is going to be a trend that's going to see land flipping on the rise. We're going to be providing value, being helping people out that are strapped for cash. Now, we do have to be smart and strategic about it, but again, with the way things are, I think this is a good opportunity. So definitely keep a pulse on the market, keep a pulse on consumers, and find a way to be strategic. I think this is really insightful.